Peace be upon you, recluse Indian War. Welcome, Imam Muhammad, to Apple Orchard Hillside. Although you are not a Muslim, and I fully respect that you aren't, I do believe I can gain some valuable insights from you, if I may, on how I can more effectively go about inviting the people of this beautiful green desert island to the essence of Islam, as understood and taught in my native place, Makkah of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Haven't some others from other lands, including your own, already successfully introduced it to those who are interested in it and have in turn accepted it as a familiar alternative to their traditional belief system, namely Judeo-Christianity as presented by the Celtic Roman Catholic Church? Blessed be Allah, they have. They have, to be sure, and for it to Allah be praised and exalted do I give thanks, but such only being what is globally and generally considered to be what Islam is all about. Its do's and do-nots, its whats and what-nots, its whens and when-nots, its wheres and where-nots, its whiches and which-nots, its who's and who-nots, its whom's and whom-nots, its whoses and whose-nots, its whys and why-nots, its how's and how-nots, you might say, rather than what is at the very heart of the Holy Qur'an, the final revelation sent by Allah be praised and exalted. I see. Then let us without further ado proceed to discussing some thoughts, some ideas, some insights from your sacred scripture, and we can take it from there. All right? Great. Thank you. You are very welcome. First of all, to say, there will be no need for us to discuss the entire work, as that would be absolutely impossible. So I will confine my words instead to the opening verses, for therein is universally accepted and believed by the Muslim faithful, is succinctly embedded its very essence. And by way of a blessed beginning to what I am about to proclaim from it, for it is the pure word of Allah, be praised and exalted, I implore Allah be praised and exalted by saying, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. The sacred scripture begins with the most wondrous of words. All praise is due to Allah alone, the sustainer of all the worlds. Allah, Imam Muhammad, who or what is Allah? I am sorry, recluse Intinvur, but you are forbidden, prohibited by Islam, to ask who or what Allah be praised and exalted is. No, you can't ask that, for that is considered by Allah be praised and exalted to be a most frightfully grievous insult to Allah, be praised and exalted. You have just got to accept that Allah be praised and exalted is Allah be praised and exalted, without knowing or being able to define who Allah be praised and exalted is. Why would I want to do that? Because that is the way it is in our Islam. Allah be praised and exalted wants that we respect that Allah be praised and exalted, desires to keep silent on stating who Allah be praised and exalted is. The guidance being not to ask questions of Allah be praised and exalted if Allah be praised and exalted remains silent on a matter. Allah be praised and exalted is silent on who Allah be praised and exalted is. The glorious Qur'an clearly states it, and as such there is no need for us believers to pose any such and the like questions. It is, as it were, the forbidden fruit of Islam to ask who Allah be praised and exalted is. Besides, well has it been known that incessant questioning only leads to confusion and greater hardships being imposed by Allah, be praised and exalted, upon the questioner or questioners. We are merely meant to accept it and not to question it, but to live our lives fully according to it. That is what Allah, be praised and exalted, wants of us. Our deeds, more than our questionings, is what Allah, be praised and exalted, requires of us. May I also add that I am utterly dumbfounded and way amazed that you don't know who Allah, be praised and exalted, is. Even without being a Muslim, everyone the world over knows who Allah, be praised and exalted, is. Well, I must be the only one that doesn't. Rather, you are one who questions Allah, be praised and exalted, and well known it is that anyone who questions Allah, be praised and exalted, Allah, be praised and exalted, will not reveal Allah, be praised and exalted, to them. That is for full certain. I will say this for you, and it may be of help to you, accepting that Allah, be praised and exalted, is not to be questioned. Please, go ahead, and thank you. You are welcome. Allah, be praised and exalted. Is Allah, be praised and exalted. As that tree there, is that tree there, none besides is it, none besides Allah, be praised and exalted, is there. Allah, be praised and exalted, is Allah, be praised and exalted. No words are suffice, no language, in fact, is able to reach a description of Allah, be praised and exalted. The 99 sacred names for Allah, be praised and exalted, are just estimations, call it a poor human attempt at trying to describe the indescribable. At best, there being merely overlapping honorific attributes. May I hear them? Yes, of course. Thank you for asking. I would, for you, be greatly honored to recite them. Thank you. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, they are as follows. The most gracious, the most merciful, the King, the most holy, the ultimate provider of peace, the guardian of faith, the preserver, the self-sufficient, the compeller, the dominant one, the creator, the maker, the fashioner of forms, the ever-forgiving, the all-subduer, the bestower, the sustainer, the ultimate judge, the all-knowing, the restrainer, the munificent, the abaser, the exalter, the giver of honor, the giver of dishonor, the all-hearing, the all-seeing, the ultimate arbiter, the utterly just, the kind, the all-aware, the forbearer, the magnificent, the all-forgiving, the grateful, the sublimely exalted, the great, the protector, the nourisher, the reckoner, the majestic, the bountiful, the watchful, the responsive, the all-encompassing, the wise, the loving, the all-glorious, the raiser of the dead, the witness, the real, the dependable, the strong, the steadfast, the supporter, the all-praiseworthy, the accounter of all, the originator, the reinstater, the giver of life, the bringer of death, the ever-living, the self-subsisting sustainer of all, the perceiver, the illustrious, the all-inclusive, the indivisible, the eternal refuge, the all-capable, the all-determiner, the expeditor, the delayer, the first, the last, the all-victorious, the hidden, the patron, the self-exalted, the most righteous, the ever-relenting, the avenger, the forgiver, the compassionate, the owner of all sovereignty, the the Lord of majesty, the equitable, the unifier, the all-rich, the emancipator, the defender, the afflicter, the benefactor, the light, the guide, the incomparable, the immutable, the inheritor of all, the infallible teacher, and the forbearing. If all the languages of the world were to attempt to define in a single compounded language what Allah, be praised and exalted, is, they would miserably fail in all their efforts. Allah be praised and exalted is Allah be praised and exalted. What kind of way is it to be talking as such? I am telling you, Allah be praised and exalted is not to be told in words, not to be explained. The best that can be said or written is that Allah be praised and exalted is Allah be praised and exalted, plain and simple. From where I am sitting, from where my mind is coming in and about, up and down from, there is nothing at all plain or simple about it. How do you know of this one or which or what you call Allah is? I know it because the noble book, the Holy Qur'an, emphatically states it right from the outset. The Holy Qur'an being the living word of Allah be praised and exalted. But surely the compilers of the sacred book must have known what they were talking about when they were it compiling. Of course they knew of course they did, yet knew that they didn't know, of course. Knew all they did in their minds that Allah be praised and exalted is, and that all that exists is because of Allah be praised and exalted is, and that Allah be praised and exalted sustains all that Allah be praised and exalted has created and continues to create. Can't you just accept that? Accept that Allah be praised and exalted is, and that all there is Allah be praised and exalted, and that Allah be praised and exalted creates and sustains all? And to naturally flow on from there, I will add that Allah be praised and exalted is, and here again I am quoting directly from the sacred scripture, the most gracious, the dispenser of grace, Lord of the day of judgment. Thee alone do we worship, and unto Thee alone do we turn for aid. Respectfully, Imam Muhammad, no need is there to continue on our conversation any further. Why? Why so? For this is just the beginning of the heart of the Holy Qur'an. No wonder you are concerned that the heart of the message isn't reaching any depths here on the island, or for that matter, perhaps anywhere on the planet. And I would even go as far as saying that in particular it may very well be the case too in your native place, judging from the way you have let your ideas, your interpretations, your beliefs be molded and fashioned. You are very bright, recluse in Tivur, that is for sure, and I expected as much of you and from you. This was my main reason for coming to see you, but definitely, you are not Islamic material. Unless you can explain to me who or what Allah is, then I'm afraid we are done talking. I am sorry, it would be gravely impolite, tremendously sinful of me, to the extreme, to try and say who or even what Allah be praised and exalted is or even is not. I am sorry, I just can't and won't insult Allah be praised and exalted by saying who or what Allah be praised and exalted might be, other than saying Allah be praised and exalted is the sustainer of everything. And being in such a belief, I don't have to know a who, a what, a which, a where, a why, or a how is Allah be praised and exalted. Allah be praised and exalted. Is Allah be praised and exalted, and none or nothing is there Allah be praised and exalted besides. Strange sure it is to my ears to be hearing that the one whom you claim to be the creator and sustainer of everything would be insulted if someone, a mere human, was to say who or what Allah is. Allah be praised and exalted wants us, needs us, not to question who Allah be praised and exalted is, not to question Allah's be praised and exalted silences. Then respectfully, Imam Muhammad, we are now done talking. And as such, may the pathway down the valley there, along and along by the fragrant orchard, be a blessing unto your steps, as always it is for mine. And may the sun of day and the moon and stars of night your light be, as always freely they are for me. By your peace fulfilling, recluse in Dibur, do I take my leave. Oh, my mind truly I know to be a wondrous place, its ideas and their ways immensely fascinating.